Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. Okay, so we're going to start this video out differently than other videos. We're going to start out with a concept that's a intro to a how-to to help you to understand a concept about men and women that I think will help you to understand women a lot better and to understand what I've been talking about in all these videos. So let's get started with that. Okay, so have you guys ever heard of the thought or concept of the monkey brain or the monkey mind, where it just thinks and thinks, like you have this internal dialogue that talk, it won't stop? Well, that's how you know you are in chase mode. So again, I watched another YouTube video where they're talking about don't chase. You just got to value yourself. You just got, in all this bullshit. And yet there's not one minuscule of, well, how do I do that? Or what does that mean? So here's my point. If you're thinking and thinking and thinking, you are in chase mode, and women can see it 100 miles away. Now, I don't just mean when you're with women or at a club or, trying to pick up on a woman. I'm talking about when you're at work, when you're at home, when you're thinking about how to make more money. Like that incessant think. See, I don't have that. I haven't had that in over 2.5 decades. It's gone. And I feel sorry for people who are stuck there. Now, I've had clients who will introduce me to people like, yeah, I know so-and-so. He helps people, with that. And I'll look at this guy like, this guy's not out of it himself. He's still stuck in the monkey brain. He can't stop thinking. Okay, I'm going to actually give you 2 ways to begin. Now, again, listen closely. Begin. This is not... See, a lot of you guys think, oh, I just watched a YouTube video on Stoicism. Now I'm a Stoic. No, you're not. A lot of you have been watching videos on Stoicism. You don't even have the first clue what it means. If you knew what Stoicism was, you would look at me like, that's a Stoic. That guy right there. I've done the work. You guys have heard about the work. That doesn't mean you've done it and you're there. You have to physically get to a certain space of emptiness inside your mind and your heart. In other words, if your heart's still beating and you're going fast and thinking, and you have all this, yeah, you're not a Stoic. It's literally like pulling the car over, putting the emergency brake on or parking brake on, and turning the engine off, and you get out of the car. Like you have completely stopped. That's when women will come to you. Okay, before we get into the techniques, I'm going to give you 2 techniques. We will really condition this into you during the course. Again, I've offered for the month of January, if you guys want to do just this section on how to ground yourself emotionally, which draws women to you, we can do one-on-one sessions over the phone, and I will condition this and walk you through different series of techniques, okay? Alright, here we go. By the way, this is Gina Carano. She was a mixed martial artist and Muay Thai fighter. She fought Muay Thai in Thailand for a long time. Okay, so let's, I go to the Golden Gate Bridge a lot, and I see it a lot too. So let's say we're going to go to the Golden Gate Bridge. We're going to walk to the middle of it, and we're going to look out to the horizon. By the way, it's an awesome view. It's pretty cool. So we're going to look over the ocean outside of the bay, and you're going to look all the way out to the ocean, to the horizon. Now, I just did a very male thing without even thinking about it, even though I'm about to teach the very same thing I just did unconsciously, because, well, I'm a man. We think like men. We do things. This is the key word. And I'm gonna explain to you what I just did. We physically do things in the male way without even thinking, because it's the way we're wired. It's the way we're born. We do it so often we don't even know that we're doing it. So what did I do? I mean, I literally said it in this last couple sentences. When I caught it, it's like, oh man, it's so funny, because I'm literally going to teach this to the... Now you're probably going, what's he talking about? See, once you learn how to do this, you'll see it everywhere. You'll hear it in people's languaging. You'll see it in their literal eyes and physical body. It'll become obvious. And it will stand out to you. Suddenly you'll be like, holy shit, I see what those guys are doing wrong. Because now you know how to do it right. Okay, I just randomly grabbed 2 clips of me actually being on the Golden Gate Bridge very recently. Okay, so when a woman looks out to the horizon, now I just did it again. What did I just say? Looks out. What did I say? Looks out. This is really important for you to begin to understand this concept. The left brain. See, men do it. We're so natural. Here I am still teaching it. I just mentioned it 10 seconds ago and I did it again. Looks out to the horizon. The male brain is the external out brain. It looks out from your physical body. It looks out from your eyes. The right brain does not do that. It looks internal. It's like a funnel that opens wide. What? Opens wide and receives. So now, here's how men look at the horizon. Here's how women do. One of the coolest things is standing on the Golden Gate Bridge and just seeing a massive ship go underneath. It's really cool. Most of those people are waving, by the way. When you come out and take the training, we will definitely do this. Alright, so here's the way men do it. Men look out like they're looking at the sun, or a point, P-O-I-N-T, a point, pinpoint, because the left brain is the pinpoint brain. It's like it's looking under a microscope or looking under a scope, like hunting scope, rifle, little tube, and that's the way men look at things. And it ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, and every time you look left, look up, down, in, out, it drives women fucking nuts, okay? They can't stand it. Here's how a woman will do it. So the way a woman will do it is they'll open up wide and they receive the view. So the view is coming into them. It's like it's got this wide open funnel-like thing. Like I'm holding my arms wide out at an angle like a funnel, okay? And the view comes to my face and goes inside my head and down into my heart. Women are receiving the view. Men are looking out to the view. That's the concept I'm trying to get you to understand. We physically, neurologically do things differently. When you are looking out, you force her to go into her left brain, which tightens up her forehead, and it narrows her vision, which disconnects her from her emotional right brain, which is how you connect with a woman emotionally. I mean, not going narrow, not doing it the male way, but opening wide and coming internal. Now, most men don't know it, but when you're being logical, you're turning women off. This is not the way you make a relationship or connect with a woman. This is not how you get a woman to chase you. And this is not how you get a woman to bond with you emotionally. So the idea is for a woman to attach to you. If you are going external, you are attaching to them. And nothing turns a woman off faster than a man trying to attach to her. She wants to attach to you. She wants you to be attached to you, connected to you. This is done by being internal. A lot of guys rely on their money, buying a nice car, working. Well, she wants a man that she can be with when she's with him. If you're not with yourself, you're external, that means you're not connected to yourself, and you are this external, empty Robotron. You are very logical. I am a robot. I will do as I am told. I will make as much money as I can. And a lot of men that are rich will come to me like, well, I don't understand. Like, I was married, but I could tell she was never connected. Like, it was like something was missing. I go, yeah, you were missing. You were what was missing in the relationship. But Mike, I have a nice house. I have a nice car. I have a good job. I make good money. That's not you. That has nothing to do with you. Now, here's the thing. She will attach to those things. And then you're wondering, well, I don't understand. Why isn't she attached to me? Because she can attach to you. So it's not physically possible. It's not neurologically possible until you learn how to attach to you. Now, let's get to the 2 techniques. I kind of gave you one. I actually did give it to you, but I'm going to teach you what to do. So imagine you are on the Golden Gate Bridge looking west out towards the ocean, towards the horizon. Okay? and the Bay Area is behind you. So you're looking out there, and what I want you to do is I want you to go wide, all the way left. Oh, you mean peripheral vision, Mike? That is literally less than 1% of what I'm going to teach to you in the course. If you think this is peripheral vision, yeah, you're missing it. So here's the deal. You go wide, left and right. All the way to the left, all the way. I'm going to pull that video up again. Alright, so now you go all the way to the left, all the way to the right. You don't turn your head, you just expand your vision, okay? Now what you do is like you have an open V, even wider than a V, almost to a complete 180 degree, like a line left to right. Now you imagine the image is coming to you. Now the way you do this is now I've brought my, so I don't change my head or my eyes. Everything's the same. The only difference is my awareness is coming to my face and inside down into my heart. So now, even though my vision is wide open, my awareness comes down inside me. When you can practice this and get really good at this to where you can do this while talking to a women, now listen closely to the words. They will fall in love with you. Because now the funnel is wide open, so she can fall in love with you and attach to you. When you've got that funnel in reverse, the narrow point is pointing outwards, she can't come inside. It's not physically possible for her emotions to fall into you. You know those little sand trap bugs where they catch ants, they dig a burrow in the sand, they make like this little funnel thing, and ants get curious and they look down there and they slip down? That's essentially what we're doing. We're opening wide open so she can fall in love with you. It's literally a physical, emotional, energetic thing that you do. That looks amazing. Now here's the deal. You should go out to a place where you can see the horizon, up on top of a hill, a mountain, or maybe like to a bay or a big lake or something where you have this wide open expansive view. The key word is wide open expansive view. And do the technique that I just taught you where you expand your awareness. Now you imagine the entire, not just the sun, don't do the pinpoint. See how that's a little tiny thing? The whole picture comes to you, comes into your funnel and goes down into your heart and down into your belly. Your awareness should be going down as your eyes are facing the direction of the sun. You're receiving the horizon, not just the sun, but the entire horizon. And you do it until you finally are there, and that's the part. It's hard to teach it over a video like this. In person, I'll know when you're there. See, that's it right there. So it may take you 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. The more you do it, the easier it becomes, okay? Now, obviously, me teaching this to you in person is a lot faster, but if you begin to do the techniques I've been teaching in the videos over the last couple months, or probably months now, when you come in the door, you're going to be light years ahead of guys who have never done this stuff before, okay? So when you come in, it's going to be easier for me to help you shift into this in a way that now you can approach beautiful women like Gina Carano and be in this space, and you'll notice what happens. She will relax with you. It'll help her to feel comfortableness. Women call it spaciousness. When they feel like they have a sense of spaciousness, meaning expanded awareness, they can relax. Instead of when you focus on a woman, nothing will make a woman more uptight than focusing on them. Do not do that. Have an open, expanded awareness. If you can get, now, keyword, open, expanded with internal awareness. When you get good at doing this, you can talk to anyone. And here's the really cool thing. You're like, it's the weirdest thing in the world. I talk to the most beautiful women in the world now, and I feel so relaxed and comfortable. Before, I was so uptight and stressed, and I'd focus and get anxiety. And like, yeah, because focus creates anxiety. Okay, now here's another technique. It's super easy. Now, I learned this when I was probably 20, 21 years old. There was a guy who was in town. He was from Mexico, but he was an Indian. He was a Yaqui warrior, is what they call themselves. He was from the Yaqui tribe. Now, this is a very spiritual tribe, okay? So he did everything very indirectly, which is, by the way, what my teachings are about. He never even told me what he was doing, but he noticed like I talked fast and I was thinking, I couldn't get out of my head, and you know, he would just like, whoa, he's, bro, just slow down, just relax, Mike. We're not at work. You're not going to school. You're not going to a job. Like, dude, just chill out. And so after a while, I was like, you know what, Mike? I tell you what. You know that road outside of town, blah blah blah, and you take a right. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, take a right, and then it's going to be a dirt road. He goes, go down that dirt road, about half a mile down, and you'll see my car, and you'll see me. Meet me there at, I don't know, 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, whatever. I'm like, why? He goes, I just want to show you something out there. It's really cool. I'm like, oh, okay. So I was pretty young. I was pretty naive. I had no idea what was going on. But I thought, okay, you know, I'll go out there. He said, I got something really cool I want to show you out there. And I'm thinking, okay, like what the fuck's out there? Because there's like nothing out there but just grass and maybe some trees off in the distance. There's literally nothing out there. Now what he was trying to do was he was trying to get me to calm the fuck down, because man, did I have anxiety, and I talked fast and think I had that monkey brain going on, blah 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 blah. Couldn't stop thinking even when I wasn't talking. So there's 2 lawn chairs out there. I'm like, what the hell are these doing out here? He goes, I don't know. He goes, I just found them out here, man. Now I realize now he put them out there. He goes, yeah. He goes, that's why I come out here, just to be alone. I'm like, why? I was so naive back then. So we're talking for about 10 or 15 minutes. He goes, Mike. He goes, there's nowhere to go. I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, have a beer. I'm like, no, I don't drink, man. He goes, Mike, have a fucking beer. He goes, slow down. I'm like, slow down for what? What are you talking about? I mean, dude, here I was out in the middle of the country. There was nothing. There wasn't a store. There wasn't an electric light bulb. There wasn't even a telephone pole. There was nothing. And I couldn't slow down. And at the time I didn't even, like, what do you mean, slow down what? What are you talking? He goes, Mike, I go, I'm not going there. I'm just standing here. I go, dude, my car's over there. I'm not, what do you mean, slow down? I didn't even understand what he was trying to tell me. Now, this guy was a healer. He was a born healer, is what they call an empath or a Heyoka. So in his tribe, this is literally what he did. So he was laying back on the hood of his car, and he's just staring up at the sky, and I'm just kind of like, well, what are we doing out here? He goes, nothing. I'm like, so what is it you wanted me to see him? He goes, well, just look around. I'm like, at what? He goes, whatever you see. I'm like, the fuck's this guy talking about? I'm going to give you little hints. Everything I've been talking about, I'm conditioning into your mind how to talk to women without directly teaching you how to do it. Women love stories like this. They love it when you explain things and break them down like this. A lot of guys say, I don't know how to talk to women. Well, if you've been watching my videos and you've been following through, on an unconscious level, you're learning patterns and ways to do it, okay? And this is what he was doing to me. Not necessarily about women, but he was using things to help me to slow down. Because when you slow down, women feel very attracted to you. A lot of guys can be perfect looking, lift weights and watch what they eat like a girl and be like a girl, but they think, talk, and women cannot fucking stand that. This is why a lot of beautiful women love men that have bellies and guts, because those men have slowed down. Women are all about the emotions and the feelings. It's not about your haircut. It's not about your chrome rims. It's not about the waxed car. It's about the emotions and feelings that they receive from you. Wait, what did you say? Receive? That's right. Women are open and they receive. So what are they receiving from you? Now, if you've noticed, my tone is more resonant. I have a more comforting voice now, and I've slowed way down. I'm also doing deeper breathing too. I am unconsciously guiding you into the way that you will be with women. So when I work with you, I might match, because in the beginning you're going to talk fast, and I got to match you, connect with you, and then bring you all the way back down. So here's the technique. He goes, Mike, lay on the hood of your car on your back. I'm like, why? He goes, Mike, just do it. Okay. So I'm laying down and nothing but blue sky. Not even a cloud in the sky. Now, luckily, the sun was down enough to where it didn't get in my eyes. So I think at this point it's probably about 2:30 or 3 p.m. or something. And we're faced kind of away from the sun. He goes, just stare at the sky. I'm like, why? He goes, just stare at the sky. I'm like, okay. Now, by the way, he did the same thing to me. He started talking fast, and then eventually over a period of 5 to 7 minutes, 10 minutes, he began to slow down and talk a little more resonant voice, more comforting, because he was guiding my energy to calm down. And here's the key word, open up. So I kind of started rambling and blah, 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 blah. He goes, Mike, shut up. Just stare at the sky. I'm like, why? He goes, Mike, just shut the fuck up. He goes, take a deep breath and just let go. I'm like, all right. So I'm staring after 5 minutes, 7 minutes. I'm getting bored, and that's a good thing. And then all of a sudden, I noticed the birds that were flying pretty high in the sky, it was like they were in a fish tank, like they were flying through water. And then I noticed that at the very, very top of the sky was like a ceiling, but then it became like the bottom. It's like everything inverted. I go, dude, it's the weirdest thing. Like the birds look like they're flying through like a fish tank, like that, like air is water, like it's the same thing. He goes, yeah. I go, it's almost like this. The sky, the very, very top is now the ceiling, or is now the floor, like the ground. He goes, yep. So here's what happens. I was shifting from my left brain into my right brain. And then I started remembering back in high school, whenever we'd go to my buddy's house, which is about 4 or 5 houses away, he had a pool. We'd swim, and then eventually we'd get tired, and we'd just lay back and catch some sun and stare up at the sky. And I go, man, this is just like when I was a kid in high school and going to my friend's house. I would just like stare up at the sky and eventually just like zone out. And all of a sudden, like the birds, it's like they weren't up above. It was like they were inside a fish tank. I don't know how to explain that. He goes, yeah. And all of a sudden, everything inverted. I became relaxed. I became calm. Now, there were 2 girls in our neighborhood that were just adorable. Marnie and... I can't think of the other girl's name right now. I want to say Marnie and Lance, but I don't think that was her name. Now, as I'm looking back now, talking to you guys, I realize every time we would zone out like that, Marnie and the other girl would come up to me and Marlon, and they would literally sit down and lay down with us and talk to us, and they would kind of touch us and kind of like shoulder to shoulder, but they became more intimate every time we calmed way down. All I knew is that's when they became more friendly. They wanted to touch, they wanted to hold hands. Eventually we would kiss, and all that good stuff. And then there were times when they didn't even want to be around us, and I never realized what it was. When you calm down and open up, it allows them to calm down and open up. In order for a woman to make love to you, to have an emotional attachment to you, you have to open up. The logical brain is the closed brain. That will never draw women to you. Practice these 2 techniques. Stare out at the ocean and bring your awareness in, and then, when the sun's not directly above, obviously you don't want to do that because it's going to be in your eyes. You want to kind of be down at the horizon, and sometimes you got to turn your body facing the other way and just stare at the sky. Just especially, you don't want to do it when there's low clouds, because you want it to be expanded and wide open and high up. You will zone out, and when you zone out, boom, you're there. See, this is something you're going to have to condition into you. So start this process now, so when you come in and take the course, we can move forward into more advanced techniques that's going to blow your mind. That's it for this video. I advise you, if you also want to get started, buy my book Cracked Female Code, or buy the Ultimate Package. I might change it to the Ultimate Seduction Package title for SEO purposes. Number one, absolutely read my book, Cracked Female Code. Number two, the second book that you can buy separately or it's in the package. Well, this is what makes the package so valuable. Get the Girl, Keep the Girl talks about and teaches you internal awareness techniques. It also has my book called Sex Signals, which is an intro to certain body language techniques that women do that look like she's saying F off, when she's actually saying, I'm opening the door. It's like you're at a white picket fence and you're on the sidewalk. She's opening the picket fence gate and she's inviting you in. But when you see her do this with her body language, you're going to be like, oh, she doesn't want to talk to me. Like, no, that's when she wants you to approach. That's when she wants you to talk to her. That's in my book, Sex Signals. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.